Hello everybody, do you want to know what's great about having a YouTube channel? Every now and then companies send you free stuff. And this time Mars Grow Lights have sent me their latest unit, TSW-2000. And in this video I'm going to show you all about it. It is built relatively strong, does not flex much. The workmanship is pretty good. There are two drivers attached to the back. It says 310 watt real draw. A lot of people tend to judge LED grow light by this real draw number. That is not the right way to judge. You want to find out what are the LED chips used on it.
One type of chip that has been used all the time is this Epi-Star chip. This technology is totally outdated now. They use a lot of electricity and they produce very little light and a lot of heat.
This is the first time that Mars has moved away from these Epi-Stars and they are using surface mount technology LEDs.
The chips are still made by Epi-Star, but it's a new generation. It's new technology and this is more efficient. They produce more light out of less electricity and they don't produce as much heat.
They have mixed the colors.
You got the whitish LEDs in there, which are there for the vegetative state. Then you got the orangey ones for flowering. And on top of that, you get the deep red ones, which also help for flowering. The light coming out of this thing is probably the most beautiful I've ever seen of any grow lights. It's beautiful, clear, white light. You could almost use it in your living room.
The color is really good. In my opinion, whatever is closest to sunlight is best. When you don't see this much color very often LED grow lights, most of them are just blue and just red.
Unfortunately, there's no ultraviolet UV color in there, which would make your weed taste better, but hey, can't have everything.
Let's put her into my grow tent.
It is a large unit. It is 21 by 20 inches. The light is very evenly spread. The manual says it works for 5x5. The Mars website says it's only for 4x4, but I think the website is a bit too humble. This will work for 5x5 vegetative and 4x4 flowering. Here's how the dimmer works. You remove this plop and you go in there with a screwdriver, and once you've overcome your fear of getting electrocuted, you can turn this and see how the back half got lower. Now the front, the whole thing is now at 25%. The dimmer is kind of a cool feature because let's say you got little baby plants. You don't have to blast them at full power 100%. You can instead dim the light all the way down and hang it very low just above the plants. All LED chips lose their brightness over time, they burn out. But if you run them on a lower brightness, they will last much longer and you save electricity. Some of you have heat problems with your tent becoming too hot, so I'm gonna test this now. I've let it cool down completely and I crank up the brightness to 100% full power. When I switch it on, there's a fan running through an air filter, so pretty standard setup.
I'm gonna close the tent now. We can find out if it gets really hot in there.
Starting point right now is 66.8 Fahrenheit. My tent is a 1 meter by 1 meter tent and I will be back in 30 minutes. Okay, here I'm back 30 minutes later and the temperature has gone up by exactly 10 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not rising anymore, so this setup would work fine. The unit gets hot. In fact, it gets too hot to touch. If you were to discuss this in your average Facebook group, you would have people probably say something like, "Meh, this unit gets so hot, it will heat up your tent, you shouldn't use it." Well, the thing is that this unit doesn't have any fans to blow away the heat. Given the very large area this thing covers of 4x4 feet, the heat it produces is not that much.
Is this a good grow light and should you buy it? To be really honest, I would have to measure more to give you a perfect answer to that.
Let's just compare it to the real thing. And with the real thing, I mean the genuine original Quantum boards here. They of course have the real Samsung chips on it, and something with a comparable size costs $850. The Mars unit costs $249, so it's about 1/3. And are these Samsung boards really that much better? Do they produce that much more light? For now, I gotta say this Mars grow light is a serious competitor. This thing will grow cannabis.
If you read the booklets, look, it starts with dearest client. They give you some tips, they give you the technical data, and at the back they even include this test result. You also get this warranty card. Here are the support numbers and I'm just gonna call them now to see what happens. The UK support number, it's 4:30 AM in the UK. I wouldn't expect anyone to pick up. Let's see what happens.
Service providers, the lab experts system. Please leave your name and number, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you.
There seems to be some service provider there and sounded like a real person. Now calling the American number. It is midnight in New York on a Sunday night.
You have reached the mailbox of, please leave your message after the tone.
The UK number is better, I think.
I'm almost surprised at how well this thing is made. I mean, the connectors, the cables, that is all good quality stuff. The fact that it doesn't have any fans means there's less that can go wrong with it.
If I forgot anything, please leave a comment. Subscribe if you like. I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching.